Now, with the new context, if Europeans will not be able to add these two pillars, politic and military, European will split. If they spend 800 billions of dollars to buy American weapons, where is the independence? There are many divisions, many disagreements between Europeans, as we can say, for instance, between now the Hungarians and Slovaks and the other ones. That's the case, and it will continue. But let's say maybe in history, a little bit more deep in the history. I wrote a book also called The Lost Continent. The Lost Continent is Europe in my... And I was explaining why Europe is fragile. Because it's fragile because after the First and Second World War, it was a civil war, let's say, a civil European war. Half of the Europe against half the other one in 1914 and also in 1940 or 39, yes. And the Europeans were very conscious of the problem and they said, never again. We should avoid that. It was a good decision. And we will do it creating European Union and economic union and so on. It was pretty successful in terms of economy, but not so successful in terms of politics, because they emphasized the economic side and not so much the political. And the dependence with the United States in terms of security was also big with NATO. So the construction is okay, but also very fragile and incomplete, because the political and the security pillar are lacking. Now, with the new context, there is and if Europeans will not be able to add these two pillars, politic and military, European will split. Maybe not in wars, I don't think so, because now it's pretty much integrated, But it will be a small, a slow decline, let's say like that, kind of, decline, decadence, let's say. But there is an opportunity to rebuild this independence with the political and the security pillar. They started yesterday. They decided to invest in defense, which is a good. But it depends. Everything is depending on how they will do it. Because if they spend 800 billions of dollars to buy American weapons, what is where is the independence? Yes. Where is if it is with local European industries, that's okay, with interoperability and so on. Everything is depending on how the goal, is made, and that's not yet clear. That's not yet clear.
Right. So much is uncertain.
Yeah.
So much is uncertain, depending on how the conflict will be resolved. But it seems to be that your principle is that Europe should stay united and to be a collective but also independent, autonomous player in the world.
Exactly. In my view, yes.
Yes.
It means they should also come to an agreement with Russia, because Europe cannot develop properly itself when she is in war with Russia, through Ukraine. It's not possible because it will take too much money, cost too big. It will be too costly and so on. So the problem in Ukraine should be resolved. And normally, Europeans should be able to be part on the general security, a new security architecture, which has never been done since 30 years, since the collapse of USSR. And But maybe now, with the new conditions, there is an opportunity, and I hope they will seize it. But with the actual leadership, I am pretty skeptical. But maybe a good surprise could occur. Yeah, I hope so. As a European, I hope so.
Yes.